Hi, I'm Randy Hodges, and this is Nok Hodges. I'm the designer of Nok Knives, and Nok makes them all. She makes them one at a time by hand. 2 decades ago, when I first started knife training, really all we had was homemade wooden and aluminum knives. And although we felt like we were training hard, there's really only so much that you can do with this, and then safety becomes a problem. If I'm hitting meaty parts of my body with these aluminum knives or these wooden knives, it's really no problem. But as soon as you start stabbing into the ribs or hitting off of the knuckles or chipping off of the elbows, they really chip bone. And you know, years ago when we were training, you'd constantly have swollen, hurt knuckles. Your elbows would be swollen. Still to this day, if I lay my elbows on the armrest of the cars, I'll feel little chips there in the bone. Of course, you'd never want to be hit in the head or in the teeth with this, so everybody kind of stayed away from the face. Or worse than that, you'd gear yourself up. You'd put on hockey gloves and headgear and helmet, and really that gets in the way of your training because it gives you a false sense of security, and you end up crashing in and doing things you would never do if that fear of getting hit was still there. So it ended up changing the reality of the way we trained. So I decided that there had to be a better way, and we came up with Nok Knives. And again, just to show, you'd never want to take that shot off the bone. Okay? This is a homemade aluminum knife, and you can see this little divot that sticks out there. You catch that off your elbow, you're hurting for days. Really a dangerous way to train. So we came up with Nok Knives. Nok Knives have a hardwood core. There's a double layer of padding on the edge. And they're really like a good baseball glove. The more you use them, the more they break in. The more you use them, the more that second layer, internal layer of padding breaks in. They've got a hard handle, so they have a very knife-like feel in your hand, and you can get the pinches and strips. They're not fun to get hit with. They don't take that element of danger away, but they won't chip bone. You can take those shots off the knuckle, but still, for hard stabs into the body and hard stabs, you still have to respect them. They're not like getting hit with a pillow. You still don't want to get hit with them in full contact sparring, so it keeps that element of danger in your sparring. Unlike the floppy rubber knives, they give you stopping power still, so in your training you can stop that arm and make those catches, and off those hard stops you've got stopping power to stop that arm. It doesn't just bend out of the way like floppy rubber knives. Because of the hard handle, it gives you those pinch grips for strips where you can catch and strip that away. It's got a real feeling handle in it. And again, in your full contact sparring, you're able to get those sharp, hard strikes onto the hand. And you can hear it makes a good noise so that you know you've been hit. But I wouldn't want to be taking those shots with an aluminum knives. My knuckle would be split open now. Even shots to the face. Okay, so you can take those shots to the face without having to wear full heavy headgear. Most of the guys that train with my knives will wear racquetball glasses to protect the eyes, and that's it. And now there's a real element of danger there. It's not fun to get hit in the face with them. But again, it's not going to split my face or my cheekbones or split my knuckles or chip bone on the elbow. Nok Knives have really elevated the way people are able to train now in full contact sparring. Thank you.